time no see. The man, the myth, the juggernaut, Alexlexus hitting you with a head crush. And this is a pre-recorded video because this is going to serve as the foundation to a live show that will be popping up. So stay tuned. This is a product of the new gaming order, soon to be rebranded, and I'll explain why once we get the stream started. All right, you get to see my face. I'm getting old. The man, the myth, the juggernaut, hitting you with a head crush, canceling into that pimp smack, baby. And it two things are making me do this video, or possibly getting the channel more active. First, actually, three things. I'm gonna rebrand the channel. I've been going back and forth with two imitation channels who are using the name Newgamingorder, which I had secured many moons ago with me and Anomaly. And, legally, YouTube won't do anything about those imitation channels. So the only thing I can control is what I do. Newgamingorder, like, wasn't the name that I selected. It was like uh, a thing that was picked between the team when there was a team. And now running into this is what I feared. So yeah, look for a rebrand and shift in focus down the line. But also there's some like gaming news that I have to address. But that I'm gonna wait to see if Shinwar's available to talk about some of this stuff. So excuse me. Yeah, but just in general, yeah, there's some gaming news and saying, some sports entertainment, now labeled wrestling news, that I wanted to talk about. Yeah, let's get started. Now, CM Punk is in the middle, or the common denominator to several issues that has popped up, mainly with the well, that's kind of like a faint timeline. Not gonna go because WrestleMania, Wrestle Talk, Slap Rock, Wrestle Hub. All those guys have already covered that. But I think that there's some things to the CM Punk supporters. This video is probably not for you because part of me wants to eviscerate him right now because there was a time where I wasn't a diehard CM Punk fan, but I understood him. I actually wanted to be in his corner, like, with the whole Triple H regime and all that, and so on and so forth. Like, he knows how to get people behind him, all right? And with that, gotta give it to the man. He knows, like, his promo work is high caliber. He gets people to feel, and that's something that a lot of sports entertainers now happily refer to as wrestlers, and a way to connect with the people that a lot of folks just don't have that natural charm to do, you know? So just giving props where props are due, but now gotta go in on the guy. So seemingly this situation, as you know, started with the Hangman Adam Page promo that he cut, and seemed like he went a little too deep, or it hurt Phil Brooks's feelings because he was butthurt over comments made. And sometimes I can say that if somebody's cutting a fiery promo and it does get a little, blurring the line, so to speak. Um, to my knowledge, you can correct me in the comments below. I don't think that Hangman Adam Page did anything intentionally to go and say, "Hey, you know what, Phil Brooks, give you the sign, so to speak." And just because somebody said something that you don't like doesn't mean that you have to take it to levels that is unprofessional. Now, a lot of folks are saying that Hangman was unprofessional. Now, I've been always an advocate of, if someone makes a mistake, allow them to know that they made that mistake. Good example. If I made a joke and somebody didn't like that joke, I expect that person, instead of coming and sucker punching me because I made a joke or we were having a good old time roasting people, instead of sucker punching me and making a situation where, oh, well, why didn't you give me a chance to say, oh, my bad? You know, I, we were just having a little fun. We were just roasting. I think CM Punk probably has thin skin. And hey, you know what? I'm not in his situation. You can't tell people how to react um, outside of business. But when it comes to business, I think that there's a sense of entitlement, or you shouldn't have said that to me, or so on and so forth. Hangman was shooting a promo to get people excited for their match. So the match occurs. CM Punk wins the AEW Championship, which I'm gonna reserve that for the end. Like I said, this is gonna serve as a part one because I may have two guests on my live show once I put that up there. But someone like CM Punk in a company like AEW, a startup promotion, where I don't think a man like that should have the title, because you have so many others who, blood, sweat, and tears, took a risk in joining this promotion that, in my mind, should be more deserving of such. CM Punk does not need that title. CM Punk has done so many things around the world, be it be New Japan Pro, ROH, WWE, and what have you, right? A man like that does not need the title. I don't know what Tony Khan infatuation with, ex WWE guys, but AEW should be that haven for the new guys that Vince would never have given a chance to shine, right? But now, with that said, when you got Hangman cutting that promo, CM Punk, instead of maybe going to the back and saying, "Hey, that promo, like, what was that all about?" Right? Instead of allowing the man to say, "Hey, oh, you know what? Yeah, I probably got too into it." Just like Booker T in the Hulk Hogan N-word thing. He just, how some people get into it. And it's like, "We coming for you." Oh crap, stuff like that happens. And for Punk's reaction, he acted like a high school girl. And Hangman drops the title to you. Then he comes out on the next available public platform that he can find and calls out Hangman Adam Page in a way where he's like, cowardice and so on and so forth, and whatnot, knowing full well the man could not come out and verbally defend himself. He took like a cheap shot, so to speak, or giving that receipt. Now, again, I'm pretty sure Hangman was in the back, was just like, what the heck is this? What was that? What was that? Now, it's funny. CM Punk seems to be the common denominator between a lot of issues and drama with certain promotions. But again, some of you CM Punk fans will, and frankly, I don't give to, because no matter what, that whole martyrdom mindset that he puts, or that persona he puts out there, Triple H called out in 2013. You know, it's entertainment. The guy was trying to cut the promo. If you didn't like it, handle it like men in the back. And if Hangman acted like a jerk and said, "Man, I don't give a damn how you feel," similar to how Bret Hart and the Sunny Days comment went, and those are from my old school heads that know what I'm talking about. He cut that promo, Shawn Michaels. Bret Hart didn't like it. Went to him in the back. He's like, "Hey, what was up with that promo?" HBK acted like a, you know, those who know the accounts of HBK's personality back in the day know exactly how he responded. So Bret Hart and him went at it. Pat Patterson confirmed it on one of the documentaries. He's like, hey, these guys went at it. Holy, whew, you know. Now, again, Bret Hart went to HBK man to man in the back, right? Didn't let it fester. At least they know where they were, and at least those two stay professional enough to continue their program until I guess the Iron Man match where the screw job occurred. But I think that CM Punk should have given Hangman Adam Page a chance to roll that back instead of, he's like, he went into business for himself. How do you know that if you didn't even talk to him? That's just assumption. So now you went into business for yourself, Mr. Brooks, by going and calling the man out, knowing that he can't come out and say anything. But when you guys were cutting the promo back and forth, you had that in that moment a chance to say something to him then. But no, because he lacks the kahunas to say something to somebody's face. He'll say it behind certain walls so that nobody, can respond back. He seems to have the mindset to have the last word or speak over people and all that. Come on, which is leading me to the scrum. I'm just gonna label him as an unprofessional crybaby. Some of what was talked about in the scrum should, I believe, if you're a consummate professional, shouldn't even have been part of that conversation. Referring to certain people as pricks when, projection is something, it's a real thing. The only prick that I saw was CM Punk acting unprofessional with the boss to his left, who was just like, what have I got myself into? And even still, I got to give Shimmer a call back in a minute, but yeah, now this guy is going and ripping on EVPs, ripping on so on and so forth. And a lot of that tends to happen when people don't talk to each other. You're saying, well, you said this about me, you said that about me, oh, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, wait a minute. You see, me in the military, I teach certain skills to help avoid conflicts. And the one thing I would have made sure is, hey, you know what? Before any of that exploded to the level that it got, a conversation should have been had to clear the air. Now, one of my participants, Mr. Free Play Mode, also in the New Gaming Order Discord, is agreeing with, oh yeah, well, if it was public, it should be handled public. So if you have fire, you're gonna bring gasoline to quench the fire. No, it's gonna spread. I think that CM Punk going and putting all those details, ugly details about the Colt Cabana situation and so on and so forth was petty. Like nobody needs to know about that. You guys were in court. You had your fallout or whatever. Why was that? How in the world was that gonna make you, Phil Brooks, look any better? All it did was like, damn, you know what? Ooh, I hate to be a friend and have a fallout with you. Like holy crap. I think that those details, it was like yeah, you had the issue with him. Yeah, if what you're saying is correct, he was wrong for what he did, and you had every right to get lawyers involved. But he shares like account with his mother, taking mild digs at the guy, and I'm pretty sure that situation, like you said, was long done, not his friend anymore, or whatever. Why keep continuing to take the shots? I'm hoping when MJF finally gets his due and takes the title off this guy, that he cuts some of the most scathing promo work. I hope he goes so far with that I want to see a response, because MJF, I think it needs to be that guy to shut this guy up. Period. Because that was purely unprofessional. And then when you provoke someone or several individuals talking about EVPs who can't manage a paper target and so on and so forth, and talking about culture. Now, yeah, there's no promotion and no place that you work at that's going to be perfect. Period. Period. It is what it is. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, well, the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, the culture, and so on and so forth, that don't even work at AEW. They're just going off of what CM Punk is saying. And there's another individual who has that sort of power over people, but I'm not even going to go there. Like, literally, you can listen to what one guy says and get charged up. Now, unlike some of these sheep who are blindly following CM Punk and turning on AEW and so on and so forth. Oh, if CM Punk gets fired from AEW, I'm not watching anymore. Good riddance. Good riddance. Because AEW was founded on the back of the following: Cody Rhodes, Tony Khan, Chris Jericho, the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega. All right? I know there's some other names, but you know, we're talking about some MJFs and all the folks that Vince wouldn't have even given a second look. And then CM Punk comes into what is establishing itself as a formidable second option. You're going to come in there and say they don't know what they're doing? They were doing fine before you got there. The freaking nerve. The freaking nerve. And I'm glad his Punk behind is freaking suspended. Now, he said, if you got a problem with me, you could come say it to my face in the back. And guess what? These guys did. Now, I don't condone the fact that the elite actually went to confront him, but I understand why they did. Because you invited it. You invited it. And now, you know, there's some folks are saying that the Young Bucks swung first. Some are saying that CM Punk swung first. More details are surfacing, but we know that there was an altercation that did occur. Correct me if I'm wrong. Mac Jackson has a black eye because of a chair that was thrown at him. CM Punk swung. Supposedly, this is what I initially heard, and now I'm seeing other folks saying that it was the Young Bucks. Now, the only thing that I can see that could have provoked something like that is if getting in somebody's personal space. Until somebody throws a strike at you, if you heated up the oven and you can't take the heat, you should have never started the fire. Inflammatory comments like you made on that scrum, now you got these people pissed off at you and you wonder why an altercation happened. You should have kept your mouth shut and stayed professional. This is all on CM Punk. 1000%. Because whether CM Punk ever joined the promotion or not, you wouldn't have seen drama like this. So I'm trying really hard because I'm like, I used to be behind CM Punk. I used to kind of defend the guy a little bit because I did have a thing against Triple H and his 2-year reign of terror or whatnot. But you know what? In seeing Triple H and his transformation into being the head of creative, and seeing, like, you know what, I owe Paul Levesque, and it doesn't matter, I'm just a guy just throwing a random rant video on YouTube, but I had it wrong. Because CM Punk's behavior proved everything that Triple H said in his 2013 promo, cutting CM Punk down, where he was just like, he's trying to be a martyr. Trying to be a martyr. Hang tight for a second. Gotta shut this off. Bear with me. Sorry about that. But got all these things on auto. But yeah. So Triple H was 110% right about CM Punk's behavior and how everything has to revolve around him. This guy has not Triple H, CM Punk, Phil Brooks, has the ego the size of freaking Jupiter. If he's not on top, oh, it's not good enough. You know, he tried to go the martyrdom route. Oh, I want to make change. I want to do this, that, and the third. And the only thing that CM Punk is in interest of is CM Punk. He has to go to a promotion where there's so many new talent. He's already achieved. He should not have that title. MJF, I hope that they write it so that you take him down. Period. Because Crybaby Punk over here is the common denominator, and I've been watching different videos, reading different articles, and so on and so forth. There are even folks that went anonymous on anonymous state, saying that, oh, CM Punk is AEW's problem now. Everything that you're seeing with all the drama and all that, they're like, this is what they used to deal with. So to my CM Punk supporters out there, you know, encouraging this man, no one person is bigger than the business. No one person is bigger than the business. With that said, like I said, I don't want this to go too long, because this is simply going to be the precursor, because I know when I have free play mode, possibly for Black Dragon and whoever else, but maybe Shinwar, on the live show, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of debate, and it might get fiery with me in free play mode, because you know that's I grew up with him. That's my boy from high school, but we often agree and disagree. But he's in support of CM Punk, and I am not. CM Punk is a damn crybaby. I think that he needs to get his head out of his behind and consider that maybe it's not all about you. And if a promo hit your freaking skin, your thin skin that badly, then maybe, just maybe, you are the problem. This has been Alexlexus, the man, the myth, the juggernaut. I want to thank y'all for watching. And something like this, I haven't been doing streams. I haven't done podcasts in a few years. But yeah, this woke me the hell up. Let me tell you that right now. So if you're looking to, right over here, when the live chat actually goes into effect, I'll set a date for that, and you can be a part of the conversation. So like I said, I'm outie. Thank y'all for watching. Let me know what y'all think below. Peace.